This was a little whoopsie by Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt, who accidentally exposed that maybe her boss has been lying about something. Shocker. But I'll show you the clip and we'll talk about, do you remember when Trump sent out that racist depiction of the Obamas and then went, oh, whoops, that was posted by a staffer, but it was fine, but we deleted it, but it was fine, but we didn't make a mistake, but also the staffer is to blame for it. So, and their excuse, and we've seen this used before, is, oh no, he's a busy guy. He doesn't post every single repost. How could one man repost 200 times in one night? Which is our question exactly. It's his staffers doing that, and for some reason posting racist imagery. Well, that excuse just went up in flames, according to Karoline Leavitt. Let's watch.
To reap the consequences of it. Sure.
Thank you, Caroline. President Trump just said on Truth Social that it would be a big mistake for the UK to hand over control of Chagos Islands to Mauritius. But the State Department earlier this week has said that the U.S. does support that handover. So does this post now suggest that the U.S. does not, or that President Trump had changed his mind on this?
The post should be taken as the policy of the Trump administration. It's coming straight from the horse's mouth. When you see it on Truth Social, you know it's directly from President Trump. That's the beauty of this president and his transparency and relaying this administration's policies to all of you and to the rest of the world.
I think I could see in her face, she was kind of like, oh, shoot. Did I just say that? Look right here. This. Did I just call him President Trump? First of all. Second
President
of all,
Trump.
Did I just say that every post that comes from Truth Social is straight from the president? Arrgh. I've foiled our own plot once again and exposed that maybe they were lying. Because remember, first, Mike Nellis said Karoline Leavitt effed up and basically admitted Trump posted the racist AI meme of Barack Obama and Michelle Obama himself. So stupid. And then just remember that this was the excuse before. Just the quickest pause to request that you click the subscribe button, the simplest, easiest, freest way, completely free, to support the work that we do. Right below the video, click that subscribe button. Back to the video.
To the rest of the world.
That somebody posts a staffer, post, and I knew it was all about. If you take a look at that and see the whole thing, it was a small section at the very end, but that was about fraudulent elections, which we have a lot of them. We're going to get it stopped, and I liked the beginning. I saw it and just passed it on. And I guess probably nobody reviewed the end of it, because what I saw at the beginning was really, really strong. It was about fraud.
Point is, just a little while ago, the excuse was, it's a staffer, it happens. And then she goes, oh no, everything that's posted comes directly from Trump. So, oops. And then on the racist topic, which again, people's ears turn off when you get into the, is this person a racist? And then they treat it like, well, how could you know if you can't see inside of their brain? Or they make it like, well, I don't think that person barfs every time they see a person of a different race. And it's like, okay, whatever. So I try not to get into that because most people it doesn't really land with, but I'll say like, this action was, or just explain it a different way. I don't know. People get so, it's almost like, for a lot of people, that allegation is more outrageous than being it. Like, someone doing something racist is less outrageous to them than someone being called a racist. That's just like, And again, they act like you would have to see into someone's heart to know if they are racist. Like this intrinsic label to the bone, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. But a reporter asked, Trump keeps saying that he's falsely labeled as racist. Trump did a Black History event. At the end, he went, Happy Black History Month, Happy Black History Year, Happy Black History Century, which is like, wait, what? And then he had people come up and be like, Trump is not a racist. Very weird event for a Black History Month event to be turned into the Trump's not a racist event. But a reporter asked, what's an example of him falsely being accused of that?
Where or when does the president believe he's been falsely called racist?
You're kidding, right? No. I will pull you.
A bunch of examples, I'm sure she's going to say. You're kidding, right, Len? What? Jaden's making silly faces over there. New poll. Twice as many Americans think Trump is racist than say he isn't amid White House protestations. That's kind of a weird word. Asked if the word racist describes Trump, 47% agreed it does versus only 24% who said it does not, with the remainder responding no opinion. And here's what's crazy. Trump's approval rating is notably higher than 24%. And so there's some percentage of the country that goes, oh yeah, who answered in this poll, yeah, he's racist, and still like him. Shoo-ee. That, but again, that debate over that term I've found to be not a productive one, but just calling out someone's actions I think is more productive. But it is interesting that 2-1 Americans go, oh yeah, he a racist. And some of them go, oh yeah, he a racist and he's my guy, according to the numbers there. Then on a different topic, you have this.
You just have a quick statistic here on energy that I found fascinating, and it's obviously true because I'm saying it up here. Red states with Republican legislatures currently enjoy lower average retail electricity prices than blue states with Democrat legislatures.
Okay, so first of all, it's hilarious for her to say this stat is correct because I'm saying it up here. Oh yeah, we're to believe things that you say just because it's up there. Reminded me of this.
And the one nice thing about this administration is you might not like us, but you're going to get our version of the truth. And what we generally would, because we're looking at the numbers, pretty accurately can define as being the truth.
Our version of the truth. But I love how she goes, well, this stat's pretty notable. And then cite some random stat about electricity prices. Okay. Who is Trump the president of? The red states or the whole country? Because we've seen household electricity prices go up significantly after he promised to cut them in half in the nation. And he is the president of the nation, right? So that's kind of his responsibility too after he promised to cut them in half and failed miserably. And secondarily, oh, you want to do red state, blue state comparison? You want to do that, Levy? You want to talk about crime numbers? You want to talk about poverty rates? You want to talk about education outcomes? You want to talk about overall economic indicators? We can go there if you'd like, comparing red states and blue states. I just don't think you'd love to. Then the Republican Party X account said, wages are climbing, costs are falling, our economy is thriving. This is the Trump effect. To which an X community note said, false. Studies show wages are down, costs are up, and the overall state of the economy is not as resilient as stated by the Trump administration. So apparently, unlike Leavitt and Dr. Oz's version of the truth being something that we can trust, doesn't seem to be the case.